Grace of Monaco, Grace Kelly, has died. She died in a Monaco hospital tonight with her husband, Prince Rainier, and her 3 children beside her.
A royal marriage built on secrets, a tragic accident shrouded in mystery, and a confession that took 2 decades to surface. What did Prince Rainier III finally reveal about the untimely death of his beloved Grace Kelly? The truth behind this iconic love story may be more shocking than anyone could have imagined. Could this revelation change everything we thought we knew about their fairy tale life? Early life. Before diving into the shocking confession and unraveling mysteries surrounding Grace Kelly's death, let's rewind to the height of her reign as Hollywood royalty and the secrets that began to surface long before tragedy struck. Grace Patricia Kelly was born on November 12, 1929, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. She came from a prominent and wealthy family. Her father, John B. Kelly Sr., was a successful businessman and 3-time Olympic gold medalist in sculling. Her mother, Margaret, was the daughter of a wealthy construction magnate. Grace had 2 siblings, John Jr. and Margaret. From a young age, Grace showed an interest and talent in the performing arts, particularly acting. However, her father initially did not approve of her ambitions to become an actress. As a successful businessman, John Kelly had hoped Grace would pursue a more traditional path, such as getting married and starting a family. He viewed the acting profession as unstable and unbecoming of a woman from their prominent social standing. Grace recounted that her father would often lecture her about the insecurity and unsuitability of life as an actress. Despite her father's objections, Grace was determined to follow her passion and moved to New York City to study drama at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts. What drove a girl from Philadelphia to defy her father's wishes and pursue the glamorous world of acting? Breakthrough and rise in Hollywood. During her time at the Academy, Kelly supported herself by modeling and appearing in advertisements for Old Gold cigarettes, gracing the covers of magazines like Cosmopolitan and Red Book. Her dedication to her craft paid off when she made her Broadway debut in 1949 and graduated from the Academy with a performance in The Philadelphia Story. Kelly initially sought a career on Broadway but faced challenges due to her lack of vocal power. Her teachers believed she wouldn't succeed in theater, leading her to explore opportunities in film and television. The post-World War II boom in these industries offered Kelly a new path. She moved to Hollywood, where her film career began with a minor role in 14 Hours, 1951. What pivotal moment turned Grace Kelly's minor role into a career-defining breakthrough? Her performance caught the attention of Gary Cooper, who recommended her for the role of his young wife in the Western classic High Noon, 1952. This role marked her breakthrough and set her on the path to stardom. In 1953, Kelly starred in Mogambo alongside Clark Gable and Ava Gardner. Her performance earned her a Golden Globe Award for Best Supporting Actress and her first Academy Award nomination. MGM offered her a 7-year contract, which she accepted with the stipulation that she could live in Manhattan every other year to pursue stage work. Alfred Hitchcock recognized Kelly's talent and cast her in 3 of his films: Dial M for Murder, 1954, Rear Window, 1954, and To Catch a Thief, 1955. Hitchcock appreciated her beauty, style, and elegance, considering her the epitome of the femme fatale. Kelly's performances in these films solidified her status as a Hollywood star. One of Kelly's most notable roles was in The Country Girl, 1954, where she played the wife of an alcoholic singer, a performance that won her an Academy Award for Best Actress. Throughout the early 1950s, Kelly balanced her film career with television appearances, starring in nearly 60 live TV productions. How did Grace Kelly balance the demands of Hollywood and the stage while securing her place as a timeless star? Despite her growing fame in Hollywood, she remained committed to the theater and managed to secure time for stage work as per her MGM contract. Kelly's final film role was in the musical comedy High Society, 1956, where she played Tracy Lord alongside Frank Sinatra and Bing Crosby. The film was well received and marked the end of her acting career as she transitioned into her new role as Princess of Monaco following her marriage to Prince Rainier III. What enduring impact did Grace Kelly leave on Hollywood despite her brief but brilliant career? Grace Kelly's early career was characterized by her determination to succeed despite initial setbacks, her breakthrough performances in film and television, and her collaborations with iconic directors and actors. Her legacy in Hollywood remains timeless, defined by her elegance, talent, and the lasting impact of her performances. Royal wedding and transition to princess life. Grace Kelly, one of the most celebrated actresses of her time, met Prince Rainier III of Monaco at the Cannes Film Festival in 1955. As part of the United States Delegation Committee, she was invited to a photo shoot at the Palace of Monaco, where she first encountered the prince. Their meeting came at a critical moment for Rainier, who needed to find a bride and produce an heir to prevent Monaco from becoming part of France. What crucial factors led Prince Rainier to choose Grace Kelly as his bride during a pivotal moment for Monaco? The prince, who had once described his ideal bride with vivid imagery, found a real-life match in Kelly. Despite her relationship with French actor Jean-Pierre Aumont at the time, Kelly began corresponding with Rainier after returning to the United States. By December, Rainier visited America, where he met Kelly's family and proposed after a brief but intense courtship. What does the fairy tale wedding of Grace Kelly and Prince Rainier III reveal about the sacrifices and grandeur of royal life? Their engagement was a media sensation, often referred to as a fairy tale romance. However, it also required significant adjustments for Kelly, including abandoning her acting career and giving up her American citizenship. The wedding preparations were grand and meticulous, with the Palace of Monaco being redecorated and the world eagerly watching. On April 4, 1956, Kelly and her entourage, including her family, bridesmaids, and a poodle, departed from New York Harbor on the SS Constitution for Monaco. The civil ceremony took place on April 18th, followed by a religious ceremony at St. Nicholas Cathedral the next day. Grace Kelly's wedding dress, worn on April 19, 1956, is a fashion icon. Designed by Helen Rose, it featured 300 yards of antique Belgian lace, silk, and tulle, with a high collar, long sleeves, and a bell-shaped skirt adorned with seed pearls. Complemented by a Juliet cap, tulle veil, and ivory pumps, the dress was broadcast to over 30 million viewers and has since become a symbol of timeless bridal elegance. How did Grace Kelly's transition from Hollywood star to Monaco's princess redefine her life and legacy in ways the public never expected? After the wedding, Kelly embraced her new role as Princess Grace of Monaco. The couple had 3 children: Princess Caroline, born in 1957, Prince Albert, born in 1958, and Princess Stephanie, born in 1965. As princess, Grace dedicated herself to various charitable causes, including founding Amade Mondiale, a non-profit organization recognized by the UN. She also supported cultural and arts institutions in Monaco, established the Princess Grace Foundation, and was an advocate for breastfeeding through La Lèche League. Despite numerous offers to return to acting, Kelly focused on her duties as princess and her philanthropic work. Her life in Monaco, though different from her Hollywood career, was marked by a continued commitment to public service and the arts. Why did Grace Kelly, despite numerous offers to return to the silver screen, choose a life dedicated to public service and philanthropy in Monaco? Challenges and conflicts in Grace Kelly's royal transition. Did Grace Kelly's fairy tale life crumble under the weight of royal expectations? Grace of Monaco reveals the dramatic clash between her Hollywood glamour and royal confinement. The film dramatizes the internal conflict Grace faced as she adjusted to her new role, highlighting the stark contrast between her former glamorous life and the restrictive protocols of royalty. As a former movie star, Grace struggled with the loss of her public freedom and career, finding herself confined by the rigorous demands of her new position. This shift left her feeling isolated and frustrated as she grappled with the expectations of being a princess while trying to reconcile her past identity with her present reality. The movie also delves into the complexities of her marriage with Prince Rainier III, presenting their relationship as strained by Rainier's demanding duties and the pressures of his position, which often clashed with Grace's personal desires and sense of self. The film also explores Grace's involvement in a political crisis that threatened Monaco's relationship with France, placing her at the heart of diplomatic tensions. It portrays Grace as caught between her personal emotions and the broader political stakes, emphasizing the personal sacrifices she made for the sake of her adopted country. The film dramatizes her efforts to balance her royal responsibilities with her quest for personal fulfillment, illustrating her attempts to contribute to Monaco's cultural and philanthropic spheres despite the constraints of her royal duties. Grace of Monaco offers a dramatic and embellished portrayal of Grace Kelly's life, focusing on her internal battles, strained relationships, and the challenges she faced in navigating her new identity and responsibilities as a princess. The real struggles of Grace Kelly. What hidden truths does True Grace reveal about the darker side of Grace Kelly's fairy tale marriage to Prince Rainier? In True Grace, Wendy Lee takes us deep into the struggles Grace Kelly faced behind the scenes of her fairy tale life. The book reveals that Grace's marriage to Prince Rainier III was far from perfect. It describes Rainier as a charming prince who, soon after their wedding, began having affairs with multiple mistresses. This revelation paints a stark contrast to the glamorous image of their life, showing how Grace struggled with feelings of isolation and frustration. Despite these challenges, she tried to find comfort in preparing American dishes for Rainier, hoping to connect with him in those rare, personal moments. Yet adapting to life in Monaco wasn't easy for her, and she faced various health issues like conjunctivitis and insomnia that only added to her unhappiness. Lee's book also highlights Grace's internal conflicts and her desire for freedom. At one point, Grace starts writing a letter to her mother, expressing her deep dissatisfaction and contemplating leaving Rainier. This letter offers a poignant glimpse into her emotional state and longing for a different life. When Alfred Hitchcock offers her a role in a film, it seems like a chance for Grace to break free from her royal constraints. However, Rainier's control over her decisions becomes evident when he forces her to reject the role, revealing the tight grip he had on her life. What does True Grace uncover about the clash between Grace Kelly's public image and her private struggles, highlighting the stark realities behind her fairy tale life? The tragic accident. On September 13, 1982, Princess Grace Kelly's life ended in a heartbreaking accident. While driving with her daughter, Princess Stephanie, from their summer home, Rock Aigle, to Monaco, Grace suffered a stroke. This sudden medical emergency caused her to lose control of their car, which veered off a steep cliff and tumbled down a hillside. The crash was devastating, leaving Grace critically injured and unconscious when rescuers arrived. In the aftermath, there was significant confusion and speculation. Rumors circulated suggesting that Stephanie, not Grace, had been driving. This was fueled by the fact that Stephanie had to escape through the driver's side window, as the passenger door was crushed. However, Stephanie later clarified that she exited through the driver's side simply because it was the only accessible way out. While early reports initially suggested Grace was in better condition than she was, it was ultimately revealed that her severe head injuries, not her other broken bones, led to her death from a brain hemorrhage. Grace was rushed to Monaco Hospital, but despite the efforts of the medical team, she remained in a coma for 24 hours before passing away on September 14th. She was just 52 years old. Princess Stephanie, although seriously hurt with a fractured vertebra and a concussion, survived the accident. How did rumors and confusion cloud the circumstances of Grace Kelly's final moments? And what shocking revelations emerged about the true cause of her fatal accident? Initially, there were speculations about possible car malfunction, but it was later confirmed that Grace's stroke was the cause of the tragic crash. The world mourned the loss of Grace Kelly, and her funeral on September 18, 1982, was a significant and solemn occasion. Held at St. Nicholas Cathedral in Monaco, the service was attended by a notable gathering of dignitaries and celebrities. Among the attendees were Diana, Princess of Wales, and then First Lady Nancy Reagan, reflecting the profound impact Grace had on both the public and those in high positions. James Stewart delivered a touching eulogy, remembering Grace as a warm and gentle soul. Grace was buried in the Grimaldi family vault, and her husband, Prince Rainier III, would later join her there in 2005. Grace Kelly's death marked a poignant end to the life of an iconic princess whose grace and beauty had captured hearts around the world. The legend of the Grimaldi family curse. Could a centuries-old curse be the reason behind the Grimaldi family's enduring troubles in love and marriage? The legend of the Grimaldi family curse, which has resurfaced with renewed attention, suggests that the Monaco royal family is doomed to unhappiness in their marriages. This curse, said to date back around 700 years, has various versions, but the most widely known story involves Prince Rainier I. According to the tale, Rainier I, the first Grimaldi ruler of Monaco, kidnapped a Flemish woman in the 13th century. As an act of revenge, the woman cursed him and all his descendants, declaring, "Never will a Grimaldi find happiness in marriage." Another version claims the curse originated from a witch who was condemned to be burned at the stake by Rainier I. This dark legend has cast a long shadow over the Grimaldi dynasty. From scandalous affairs to untimely deaths, the family's history seems to confirm the curse's presence. The Grimaldis have often been in the spotlight for their troubled personal lives, including high-profile divorces and tragic events. The death of Princess Grace Kelly, under mysterious and tragic circumstances, only seemed to fuel the belief in the curse. Grace, a beloved Hollywood actress turned princess, died in a car accident that raised many questions and suspicions, adding to the family's already dramatic narrative. Is the tragic death of Princess Grace Kelly a mere coincidence, or does it fuel the eerie legend of the Grimaldi family curse? Even today, the curse is a topic of discussion, especially with recent events involving Prince Albert II and Princess Charlene. Their marriage has faced intense scrutiny, partly due to Charlene's prolonged illness and the couple's struggles. Some see these difficulties as a continuation of the old curse's influence. Whether you believe in the supernatural or view it as a tale of unlucky coincidences, the legend of the Grimaldi curse remains a compelling part of Monaco's royal history. It's a story that intertwines with the family's real-life dramas, making the curse a fascinating, if troubling, aspect of their legacy. Financial sacrifices and missing millions. Was Princess Grace Kelly's fairy tale life hiding a shocking financial secret? Grace Kelly's transition from Hollywood star to royalty was marked by significant financial sacrifices. To marry Prince Rainier III of Monaco, she had to provide a substantial dowry of $2 million, roughly $20 million today, depleting her personal savings and future inheritance. Despite her rising success in Hollywood, her marriage ended her flourishing career just as she reached her peak. By the time of her tragic death in a car accident at 52, her will revealed that she had only $10,000 and a rundown cottage in Ireland. A recent documentary, Grace Kelly, The Missing Millions, highlights that her net worth should have been around £40 million, pointing to the vast wealth she forfeited in her royal life. Honoring Princess Grace Kelly's legacy. How does Princess Grace Kelly's legacy continue to inspire and captivate hearts worldwide? Princess Grace Kelly's legacy is an enduring tapestry of grace, elegance, and philanthropic endeavors. Her influence extended beyond her royal duties, leaving a lasting impact on both Monaco and the world. One of the most poignant tributes to her memory is the Rose Garden in Monaco's Fontvieille district. Opened in 1984 by Prince Rainier, this garden features 4,000 roses and a statue of Grace, symbolizing her enduring beauty and grace. In 1993, both the United States and Monaco released commemorative postage stamps in her honor. While the Monaco stamp listed her as Princess Grace, the U.S. stamp honored her as Grace Kelly due to U.S. federal laws prohibiting postage stamps from depicting foreign heads of state. Numerous exhibitions have celebrated her life and contributions to the arts, including a 2007 exhibition at the Grimaldi Forum in Monaco and Sotheby's in the U.S. titled Grace, Princess of Monaco, a tribute to the life and legacy of Grace Kelly. Other notable exhibitions have been held at the Victoria and Albert Museum in London, the Toronto International Film Festival, and the McCord Museum in Montreal, all showcasing her timeless elegance and significant cultural impact. Through these tributes, Princess Grace's legacy of elegance, kindness, and cultural influence will be remembered for generations to come. Grace Kelly's life, marked by both triumph and tragedy, remains a powerful testament to grace and resilience. What do you think was her greatest legacy? Let us know in the comments. If you found this video interesting, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more content. Thanks for watching.